Hello booktube, and welcome back to Willow's Book Apothecary. I am your literary host, Willow. I have to be honest with you, life is kicking my butt. Everything is kind of chaotic and I'm moving, I'm putting an end to things that no longer serve me, I'm really cleaning out the old to bring in the new. It's exciting, but it's still difficult and painful and sad, but really exciting. After a long week of packing stuff up, going through my belongings, seeing what's good to come with me, what I need to donate, how I'm gonna haul all of these books around with me, I finally decided to take a little bit of time for some self-care. I think that a lot of us have a hard time justifying putting time aside exclusively for ourselves to really just nourish our souls and catch up and just take a break from everything else going on right now. Today I will be doing the reading a book in one sitting challenge, which is pretty self-explanatory. Just sit down and read a book in one sitting. I found this reading challenge through Ellie's book club. I will put the link for her video in the description below so you can check out where I got this idea from. So I'm gonna indulge in a little bit of self-care today. Brew a giant cup of coffee, caribou coffee for the win. I just learned about caribou coffee. Where have I been my whole life? Light a candle, put on some relaxing music, and go for it. The book that I chose for this challenge is The Archer by Paulo Coehlo. But I read The Alchemist 4 years ago at a point in my life where it really benefited me to read it for the first time. I understand that The Alchemist is a very, what's the right word? Controversial? I feel like it's either you love it or you hate it. Very curious to hear about everyone else's opinion about The Alchemist, just because I enjoyed it so much. I'd like to hear from the people who didn't enjoy it and why you didn't like it. Every artist knows that you cannot please everybody when you're writing, so I accept that, and I'm happy that The Alchemist was a good read for me. This will be my second Paulo Coehlo book, and I'm really excited. I've been eyeing this book for quite a while at the library. I've checked it out a few times, but I'm more of a mood reader, so I just haven't been in the right mood to read it yet. But now that I'm kind of in this chaotic place in life, I really think this is the book that I need to read right now. So I'm listening to my intuition and I'm going to give it a whirl. I would like to read you a paragraph from the jacket cover just to get an idea of what kind of book we will be reading tonight. Paulo Coehlo's story is a powerful reminder that action and the soul are inextricably connected, and that a life constricted by fear of rejection or failure is not a life worth living. Instead, one must take risks, build up patience and courage, and embrace the many unexpected turns fate has to offer. I really resonated with that paragraph, as I am just plucking myself out of the comfort zone that I've embedded myself in and just living that vagabond life. This book is only 130 pages. I've flipped through it a little bit, and a lot of the pages are actually illustrations. I'm hoping to get a lot out of it. I have a really good feeling about this book, so we're gonna get into it. These illustrations in this book are breathtaking. Whenever I see beautiful illustrations like this, it is only fair that I give credit to Christoph Niemann. He is the illustrator for this book, and the illustrations are breathtaking. I love the color palette. Definitely a bonus for reading this book. So good. I love it. Because this book is so short and each lesson is only a paragraph or two, I really want to share the pages and the words that really stuck out and resonated with me, because who knows, they might be words that you need to hear right now. Page 21. Join with all those who experiment, take risks, fall, get hurt, and then take more risks. Stay away from those who affirm truths, who criticize those who do not think like them, people who have never once taken a step unless they were sure they would be respected for doing so, and who prefer certainties to doubts. Join with those who are open and not afraid to be vulnerable. They understand that people can improve only once they start looking at what their fellows are doing, not in order to judge them, but to admire them for their dedication and courage. Page 26. Join with those who have never said, right, that's it, I'm going no further. Because as sure as spring follows winter, nothing ever ends. After achieving your objective, you must start again, always using everything you have learned on the way. Join with those who sing, tell stories, take pleasure in life, and have joy in their eyes, because joy is contagious and can prevent others from becoming paralyzed by depression, loneliness, and difficulties. Page 38. But never hold back from firing the arrow if all that paralyzes you is fear of making a mistake. If you have made the right movements, open your hand and release the string. Even if the arrow fails to hit the target, you will learn how to improve your aim next time. If you never take a risk, you will never know what changes you need to make. Each arrow leaves a memory in your heart, and it is the sum of those memories that will make you shoot better and better. So I am 30 minutes into reading this book, and I am already more than halfway through. It is a very short book, only 130 pages, and I am on page 85. It is a super fluid and easy read, really nourishing for my soul. I love how Paulo Coehlo, for me at least, has a way of just tapping into my psyche and knowing what I need to read. Everything that I'm reading so far really resonates with my situation in life right now, you know, this big transition that I'm going through. It's almost scary sometimes when you read something or hear a song or watch a movie and you're like, whoa, man, how did you know? I guess at the end of the day, that's just what makes us so human, is that we all have moments of bliss and grief and sadness and rage and serenity. And the people who have the vulnerability to put their art out there for the rest of us, I really commend them, because it's moments like this where I wish I could go up to Paulo Coelho and just shake his hand and be like, thank you so much. Your words mean a lot to me. Page 85. Nevertheless, do not allow yourself to be carried away by how you shoot in the morning, whether well or badly. There are many more days ahead, and each arrow is a life in itself. Use your bad moments to discover what makes you tremble. Use your good moments to find your road to inner peace. But do not stop, either out of fear or out of joy. The way of the bow has no end. So it is a few minutes before 10 p.m. and it took me less than 45 minutes to finish this book. It was a beautiful read, and it is exactly what I needed to read at this point in my life. I'm going to create a pseudo list in my head called Chicken Soup for Willow's Soul, and this will be the first book that I am adding to it. You know, when you're at that point in your life where you're like, maybe I should start taking more risks, and then you read something like this and you're like, okay, yeah, I gotta do it now. You know, this book is an advocate for pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. I wasn't expecting it to make me as emotional as it did, but I like books like that. I want to hear from you in the comments below. Tell me what books really helped push you out of your comfort zone, made you feel better. What books are there for you? What's your go-to read when you're needing an extra boost in life? Thank you from the bottom of my heart for stopping by my channel, BookTube. Until next time.